Cruise news time. Well, it's cruise day. It's cruise day for the NCL Prima. Carnival, they've opened up the bookings for their newest cruise ship. We've got stock analysts really kind of raising the value of a cruise stock. And, well, there's people out there making fun of Royal Caribbean's Icon of the Seas. It done got memed, y'all. Interesting observation about the Icon of the Seas. Cruise news. Let's talk about it. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Lido, Loca. I'm your host, Tony, here with the latest cruise news and views for your face for Monday, November the 14th, 2022. And wow, there is a lot to update you on. A common question that I've seen in the comments over the last couple days is, how is my mother and how is the beautiful Miss Jenny B? Well, they're both doing well. Today, in fact, is my mother's 71st birthday. Happy birthday, Mama, if you're watching it. And of course, she's doing well. She has COVID. It's almost gone, from what I understand. And Jenny B is fighting through a respiratory infection, and she feels well. And well, regardless of those two things, it's cruise day, baby. It's cruise day on the NCL Prima. I asked you guys whether or not I should go on this NCL cruise, whether I should go and represent our travel agency, whether I should go in Jenny's place to make a good showing. And well, the comments were mixed. I got a mix of you should go, you should stay. Somebody said that I should remember my wedding vows. And well, we wrote our own vows, and my vows was to be awesome. I don't know what kind of relationships that you guys have out there, but Jenny B and I have a pretty awesome relationship. And I would hate to think that anybody doesn't think that we don't make these kind of decisions together. Now, I do lead our family. I'm very fortunate to have that role and that ability, and Jenny likes it that way. And so, but we do make all of our decisions together, and so I'm always mindful of what the lovely Jenny B wants. And so, yes, it is cruise day on the NCL Prima. And well, I'm not going to be on it. How about that? We're going to stay home. Our next cruise is on the 27th of November on the Carnival Celebration. We still have a few more cruises to hit this year. We've got the Carnival Celebration. We've got a revisit on the Wonder of the Seas. We're going to be on the Sky Princess, and we're going to be on the Serenade of the Seas. So we're still trying to close out this year, and the effort to get to Miami just for 3 days with Jenny B not being there didn't make sense to either one of us. So here we are. But it doesn't mean that the Prima is not in Miami. Its newest home port, having some sailings, having a couple 3-day sailings for travel agents, and then doing regular passenger sailings. So exciting times for NCL fans, especially in South Florida. Get down there to Miami, jump on this cruise ship, take it in. I'm jealous. I got the FOMO. I can't wait to see this cruise ship, but I will see it in March. And, well, yeah, there you go. There's the update on the NCL Prima. Cruise news story number 2, an update to the conversation we had yesterday. Is in-person muster coming back to Disney? I cited DCL fan, Megan over there. She sent me an email saying, no, it's true. And Megan, I was not questioning whether or not it was true, but thank you for the follow-up email. And then, of course, the thing that I wanted to see was the folks, you guys out there on the cruise ships, all kinds of reports coming in that, yes, the in-person muster is happening. Cruise news story number 3, also an update to yesterday's show. I did not say Andrea Bocelli with enough gumption so that you could hear me say Andrea. And also, I chose the wrong duettist with Andrea. It is Sarah Brightman of Phantom of the Opera and many other things fame that is singing Time to Say Goodbye in the popular version of that song. Of course, Celine Dion and Andrea Bocelli sang The Prayer. I don't know that changed things, but let's make sure we give credit where credit is due. Wonderful vocalist all the way around. And thanks everybody who gave me the kind words for my really quick rendition of that song. And of course, inevitably, I always get the don't quit your day job comment. I guess I just have to say it publicly. Singing silly songs and making faces and waving my hands around and talking about cruise news, it's my day job. This is it. So I guess I take that as a compliment. They're like, don't quit your day job. Well, I won't, because I love it. This is it. So yeah, maybe we'll sing something later. I don't know. All right, cruise news story number 4. Let's talk about something that's going on right now in Funky Town. Have you ever met somebody and you go, oh, look, you got a new car. And they're like, yeah, I mean, it's new to me, suggesting that it's a used car, but it's new to them. It's their new car. Well, Carnival has one of those in the form of a cruise ship, the Carnival Venezia is their new to them cruise ship. It came from the Costa Cruise Line, and the bookings are open for that cruise ship. It's going to be based there in New York. And so you're going to have yourself one of them Italian-flavored cruise ships there in New York City. I better be careful. Jenny's going to come in here and smack me around for saying Italian. The sailings out of New York on the Carnival Venezia will be starting in June the 15th of 2023, but you can book them now. The bucket list for me is to cruise out of New York City. New York City! Yeah, that is a bucket list item for me. I don't know which cruise line I should do it on, but the idea of sailing on a converted Italian cruise line out of New York City, the world's largest melting pot, there's something, I don't know, interesting. I just want to get out of the city, I guess. I just want to sail by the Statue of Liberty. Are you interested in this new Carnival offering? Will you be booking a cruise on the Venezia? Leave a comment below. Now, I got to tell you about which cruise company just got a huge endorsement from a major analyst on Wall Street. And I also have to tell you about how people are making fun of the icon of the seas. But before I do that, let me quickly invite you to subscribe. If you like staying up to date with everything that's going on in cruising, it's cruise day, y'all. Please consider subscribing with the notification bell on. That way you don't miss out on any of these episodes. Thank ye in advance. All right, UBS, major financial analyst over there on Wall Street. They have upgraded their rating for one of the major cruise lines. We are talking about Norwegian Cruise Line Holdings. They have been upgraded to a buy status. They have adjusted their target price for Norwegian Cruise Line Holdings from $15 per share all the way up to $24 per share. And well, that's exciting. As someone who has averaged down their Norwegian cruise stocks to about $16 a share, if Norwegian Cruise Line Holdings gets up to $24 per share, well, that's a happy Tony B day. Let me just tell you this. I own all three cruise stocks, and when you look at my accounts, the only ones that are in the positive right now are Norwegian Cruise Line Holdings. Royal's very close to coming all the way back for me. And Carnival, I kind of went deep at the wrong time, so I've got some work to do. But exciting. If you look at all the stocks today, they're up currently in the market. And again, I'm not advocating for anyone to buy stocks. I just share this story for people that own stocks just to know that a major player on Wall Street is giving some love to one of the cruise lines, and most of the time that love is enough to spill over onto the other cruise lines, and so we'll continue to watch and see how that goes. How exciting. Let's make our money back, please. All right, now let's talk about the cruise ship that is currently being memed. Just recently, we had the big blitz and announcement of Royal Caribbean's newest cruise ship, the Icon of the Seas. It came with much fanfare and much excitement. It came with a bunch of pictures, renderings of this cruise ship. And well, one of the renderings drew an interesting comparison. Shown this picture right here of the Icon of the Seas, it was commented on that it looks like human lasagne, or the Italians, they would call it lasagna, or Garfield would call it lasagna. But yes, okay, here's the ship, and here is a meat lasagna. I guess I can see it. But yeah, it's a funny thing when the internet grabs a hold of something, and all of a sudden the Icon of the Seas is now the lasagna of the seas. Actually, it's been called the human lasagna, but I think if we're going to rename it, we should call it the lasagna of the seas. Can you see it? Is that a mean comparison? Is it funny? Leave a comment below. And well, speaking about lasagne and cruise food in general, about 3 years ago, I think maybe a more handsome version of myself, about 100 pounds lighter, still the slee stack haircut, oddly enough. I was even rocking it 3 years ago. Better beard, but really a calmer Tony with some insight about the cruise food I'd had up to that point in my cruising career. If you're curious as to how I felt about it, make sure you check this video out next, or at least go check out my look. It's Tony for Lido, Loca, and until the next time, we'll see you on the Lido. Bye.